What's up, guys? George back again to do another quick video, road trip video. Just dropped my son off back at college, unloaded the car, got him all set up. So I figured I'd stop back in Ephrata, Pennsylvania on the way home to the Record Connection. See if they got anything new. I'll try and film some stuff in there, but they're always playing music in there, so all by myself. My wife's still at the school, finishing up. Gonna go out to lunch with Mike. I gotta get home and let the dog out because she's very sad that Mike left today for the year. He'll be home on weekends again this year. Here's some. I'm gonna shoot some video when I get there. Probably not much. Like I said, there's always playing music in that place, but I like to stop out here when I'm out visiting Mike. So the last time I was out here actually was the day I brought Mike home from school. So then after any video I shoot, I'll show you what I picked up. So hopefully it'll be a nice little haul. So like I said, there was a little bit of video there, not too much. They were blasting music in there. So anyway, Record Connection out in Ephrata, PA. Been going out there for a long time. I know the owner, Andy Cam, probably about 25 years. He's been out there a long time in that one location. But usually when I go out there, I spend a lot of time. I only spent about half hour today because I found a bunch of stuff. It's all a mixed bag of stuff. I've got CDs, DVDs, Blu-rays, albums. So I figured this is the whole entire haul. I'll do the DVDs and Blu-rays first. So if you're not interested in that, you can move along to later in the video. But I'm going to do these real quick so this video is not, super long. But these were all a couple bucks each. Hell Baby, from the creators of Reno 9/11, or Reno 911, I should say. There's a ton of people in this cast. Rob Corduroy, Leslie Bibb, Keegan Michael Key is in this, Paul Scheer, just a ton of people in this movie. I remember reading about this a couple years ago, so like I said, it was $2. Pick that up. Paranormal Diaries, from the makers of Zombie Diaries. If you've ever seen Zombie Diaries or Zombie Diaries 2, two killer films. The first one's better than the second zombie one, but this is Paranormal Diaries. Never heard of it, but it can't be that bad because I love those the Zombie Diary films. But pick that up. And then Frankenstein versus the Mummy, like a modern take on it, but it looks pretty fucking cool. And this one's on that Image, so I might watch this before SummerSlam tonight. Yes, huge wrestling fan. Me and my youngest son. SummerSlam starts in about 3 hours, so can't wait. Alright, now a ton of Blu-rays, which when I was in there before, his Blu-rays were like $8 a piece for used ones. Now he dropped them all to $5. So I figured I'd run through these. A few that I haven't had on Blu-ray or haven't seen in a while. Heat with Al Pacino and Robert De Niro and Val Kilmer. I always liked this film. So it's be cool to revisit that one. Killing Season with Travolta and Robert De Niro. I know this got not the greatest reviews, but I still wanted to see it. And for that cheap, I'll see it. This one was killer. Decline of Western Civilization Part 2, The Metal Years. I've been wanting to get this on Blu-ray, just haven't pulled the trigger on it. So, finally got that one. And these are all like mint. Finally found a cheap copy of Captain America, the First Avenger. These never drop in price in, new, so that one was $5. And I also picked up Captain America Winter Soldier, which I like better than the first one. So I was happy to get that one on Blu-ray. And again, prices haven't dropped at all. The Shallows with Blake Lively. I heard pretty good things about this, but this came with the slipcase with the lenticular cover. So I saw it in there, I figured I'd grab it. Last Starfighter. Loved this movie when I was young. Haven't seen it in years, so it was pretty big when Star Wars or Empire Strikes Back came out. But it's pretty cool. From what I remember, the guy's a video game nut for like Space Invaders or some shit like that, and the aliens actually come down and ask for his help to fight. But I definitely want to revisit it. This is the 25th anniversary edition. This came out a while ago now, I think, on Blu-ray. Probably like 4 years ago. But one, I never see this anywhere. And this is the Canadian press of it. Maybe it's not released on Blu-ray here yet. I don't know. But Mimic with Mira Sorvino, Josh Brolin, Charles C. Dutton. And like I said, this is the Canadian one, so it has the reversible artwork. Metamorphose. It's pretty cool. But I haven't seen this movie since I think it originally came out on VHS back in the day. But I remember kind of liking it, but I figured for $5, sure. Total Recall with Schwarzenegger. Always loved this film. This was one of those ones I wasn't sure if I had it on Blu-ray, but for $5, if I do, I'll just pass it along to somebody. But always loved this film, especially the chick with the 3 tits in it. That always cracked me up. But came out in 1990 originally. One of Arnold's better films. Hot Tub Time Machine 2, unrated. Been waiting to find this cheap. I think the cheapest it's ever gone down to, like on Amazon, has been like $14.99. So, and this has the DVD and Blu-ray and the digital copy still in it, which a lot of these still have the digital copies, but I don't know if they're gonna work. I just know they're. But this was good. It wasn't as good as the first one, but there's some funny parts in it. So I didn't have it on DVD, or Blu-ray, so I picked that up. And then, I don't know which one came first. I don't have my glasses with me. Actually, yes, I do. I lied. But, alright, this one came first, and that's X-Men Origins Wolverine. And The Wolverine. So I picked those. I always liked I saw X-Men Oranges. I've never seen this one. And I actually have Logan as well. But I haven't watched it yet because I wanted to check these out first at some point. Like on demand or whatever. But I ended up finding them for $5 a piece. So there we go. So I think it was like $35 for all those Blu-rays, which is pretty good, I thought. You don't normally see them that cheap for used. They're always like, I think the cheapest around here I've seen used Blu-rays has been $6. Alright, now some CDs, just two CDs. One, I've been waiting to hear this one. I used to have this on cassette. I probably still have it on cassette. A bootleg of it. And that's Guns N' Roses at Perkins Palace, 1987. I always thought this was a great show. 15 tracks from obviously their first album tour. It's one of those official bootleg things. So I figured, see how this sounds. It was only $10, so pick that up. And a reissue that I hadn't seen before yet. I have this on vinyl. I have it on cassette as well. But a Destroyer, Optimum DSI. I was surprised to see this one in there. I grabbed this. I remember liking this, you know, way back in the day. This has 11 songs. I don't know if it's any more tracks than the vinyl or whatever, but it was $12.99. I wanted to pick that up. I also picked up something on this label. I just don't remember what I did with it. Is this it? No. I can't remember. Oh, here it is. Assassin reissue, License to Kill. I think this is on vinyl now too. But I was going to review this one, but I haven't listened to it yet. All of it yet. But same label. I'm going to look more into this Heaven and Hell Records. I guess they're a new label, but they're pressing some of the older obscure metal stuff. But so I picked that up this week, or today. I picked this up this last week. So when I got this when I was out in where did I find this one at? Oh, at George's Song Shop in Johnstown. He had this sitting in there, so now I got another one on that label, Destroyer. And if I remember correctly, the album was black and white. I don't think there was any color to the record, so they added the logo in red and everything else. So I'm really looking forward to this. I might listen to this later today. Now I only picked up 3 or 4 pieces of vinyl. Yeah, a lot. I just, you know, I wanted to look at the Blu-ray stuff because I've been watching a lot of films lately. Because since I haven't been buying a ton of vinyl, just because the prices is ridiculous. But I've been trying to stick to more obscure and rare original pressings if I see them anywhere online or whatever. There's a few things I'm looking for that on vinyl from the 70s that haven't been in print since. So that's the kind of stuff I've been looking for, and of course, you know, any rare AC/DC or whatever. But I picked up a couple things there. I put a few things back just because I thought maybe I could find the prices a little cheaper on some things, which I know I'm going to regret putting them back. But when I saw all these Blu-rays there, I kind of figured I'd be buying some of them. So I put about 4 albums back, 2 of which were new, in that $20 range, that were legitimate bootlegs, like official bootlegs, like a Ramones album. There was a Misfits album, a live record from '82 that I think I already have that show, so I just put it back. But I did pick up, I think this is one of the only ones I needed, Night of the Living Dead from the Misfits 7-inch. Of course, they're the you know, the reissue bootlegs, I guess. I don't know. It's on orange vinyl. I think it looks a little more red in the camera, but it's on orange vinyl. I had a lot. He had a batch of Misfits 7-inches in there that I had the rest of them, but I never got this one. So this has Where Eagles Dare and Rat Fink on it. Recorded at the Song Shop in New York City with Glenn Danzig, Jerry Only, Bobby Steele, and Joey Image. So I picked that up. I also picked up another copy of Give Us a Wink from The Suite. The only reason I picked this up, it's almost dead mint. There's a little, you know, thing there, but I hardly ever see this. I never see this record intact. It's always ripped. You know, like these pieces, since it's a pull out, is always shredded. One of my favorite Sweet records, and the album's in fantastic shape. It's got a hole punch. I guess it was either a cutout or a promo, but if you've never seen the album cover, it's cut out and then, but this was cheap. This was only like $6, so I've got 2 other copies of this record. One that's obviously torn, and another one that's not too bad, but this one's intact, so I'll add that to the collection. Probably seal it up in a Japanese resealable bag and never open it again. It's a sickness, folks. As you're all aware, one of the legitimate ACDC, or I keep saying legitimate, but official ACDC bootlegs on Laser Media, and that's the Rockin' Years FM broadcast from 1974. Has She's Got Balls, Soul Stripper, Show Business, Can I Sit Next to You Girl, Baby Please Don't Go, and then they added studio tracks of Round and Round and Kerry Gully from Bon Scott right before he joined AC/DC. So I've never had those on vinyl either, those 2 tracks, but I think they were on like a CD single back in the mid to late 90s, so picked that up, and I haven't even opened it yet, but let's see if it's colored vinyl. What do they call that? Sealed to reveal? Somebody used to call that on the in the vinyl community. But it is. It's on yellow vinyl, like piss yellow vinyl. So that's pretty cool, I guess. This is a newly surfaced, newly found sound or broadcast from '74. I think within the last year it started making the rounds in the bootleg community, but it's the first time I've had this show on vinyl, but I'm sure there's going to press 10 other ones with 10 different names. But so there's the Rockin' Years, so that's killer. And this one's really cool. This is from another AC/DC one from the Uncut Rehearsals, VH1 Uncut, that they did in 1996, live in the studio. This is actually the rehearsals for it. So you get Gone Shooting, Go Down, another Go Down, actually 2 more times. One's like only a minute 16, so I guess it's a start-stop type thing. Riff Raff, another Gone Shooting, and Funk the Choir Boy, which is probably like an instrumental piece, but it's all soundboard. It sounds great. I sampled this online. I have the whole show anyway, the show that was broadcasted, but this is like some of the rehearsals from it, and has that Atlantic label, and this is on clear. Oh no, this is like a tan, almost like a baby shit color. It's kind of weird. So another Sealed to Reveal. Pretty killer. I mean, from what I heard online anyway, it's pretty cool. This was cheap. This was under 20 for this. 2 more AC/DC bootlegs for the collection. And that's really like the only new vinyl that I've been buying. I did pick up this week. I'll show it now because I don't have a lot for another LP update yet. I don't have anything for another LP update yet. I might start pulling shit off the shelf to listen to again, but I did pick up the new Cheap Trick. We're All Alright. This is the deluxe version of it. I don't know if there's going to be a regular 10 track, but this is all 13 tracks on vinyl. Standard black vinyl. Gatefold, comes with a lyric sheet and everything, but this just came out this week. I guess about a month after the CD came out, but so I did pick that up because this was cheap. This was, my cost on it was like $12, so I wanted to add that to the collection because I have everything Cheap Trick has done on vinyl out in the States here anyway. But that is it. Like I said, it was a mixed bag of stuff. I'll be doing more CD and Blu-ray reviews. I want to review Logan. Plus I got a couple other things that are brand new out this week and last week. The shop is closed this week, so I'm on another vacation, which is nice because after this week the kids go back to school, the little ones go back to school next Monday, and then all the kids in colleges will be back, so we'll be busy again, I hope. So it's nice to have vacation now. So I'm just gonna chill this week because I've been running a lot this summer. We did a lot this summer, so I am gonna relax at home this week, listen to tunes, listen to some new stuff, listen to some new metal, and watch some movies, I think. And probably nap. I'll probably be sleeping if the little ones let me. It's their last week off, like I said, so who knows? I might be running around some more with them, doing some shit, but anyway, enough rambling coming out of my pie hole. Follow me on Facebook and Twitter. Links are below. And if you haven't heard the new Darkness single, actually 2 new singles, Solid Gold and All the Pretty Girls. I love the Darkness. The 2 new singles are fantastic if you dig them. I know they're hit and miss with people because of Justin's vocals, but I absolutely worship the Darkness. I think they're fucking killer. I can't wait for them to come around here. Hopefully in the fall, but new album's out in October. They dropped 2 new singles already with 2 new videos on YouTube. Definitely check them out. Solid Gold's funny as shit. The lyrics are hysterical, but a new LA Guns coming out, which I can't wait for. Tracy and Phil back together again. So it's going to hopefully be a cool fall for releases. But anyway, before I get on another tangent, I will talk to you all soon. I hope you enjoyed this update. Leave me a comment below. Feel free to leave me a comment too if you think I should check out something that I haven't mentioned in any videos. Leave me a comment. Yeah, that's about it. Let me know what you're all listening to right now. So I'll talk to you all soon. Like I said, follow me on Facebook and Twitter. I want to thank my subscribers. Thanks all my new subscribers. Picked up a ton of new subscribers over the last month, I guess. I'm almost at 900, which is unfucking real to me anyway. Especially because I talk about nerd stuff. But anyway, that is it. I'll see you all real soon. Keep an eye out for some new review videos coming. And I'll talk to you all later. Peace.